and welcome to Cavan TV News and Views. I'd like to say thank you to Positive Age for the use of the studio here in Castle Manor in Cavan Town. Well, if it ever stops raining and you're looking for something to do, you can do the Killeshandra Camino. To tell us all about that, today I have Michael Reilly and Joel Carson, all committee members of the Killeshandra Camino. Thank you for coming into the studio. And it's still raining out there.
It is.
But we hope it won't be raining on the 15th of June. Tell us all about it. How did it all start?
Well, it was all started about 5 years ago to promote walking, promote Killeshandra as a walking holiday area. It's just such a beautiful place with all the lakes and forests in the area. So as a walking venue, that's what it was started for. A small committee at the time, which has increased to 12 people. I'm glad to say 6 ladies and 6 lads, and it's been going from strength to strength. We've had 2 already, 2022, 2023, and now 2024 this year on the 15th of June.
Yeah, and indeed we had some folk from Killeshandra Committee in the studio last year, and it was a very successful day last year.
Absolutely, it was.
And the same again, hopefully this year.
Yes.
So you have made some changes this year, Michael.
Yes, we develop it each year, trying to improve it and improve the experience for the participants. This year I would say we have less hills and more thrills.
That sounds good, yeah.
The route has been expanded. There are 2 options this year, as well as the 35-kilometre route. There is a 20-kilometre route as well, so that makes it more accessible for a wider range of people. And we also this year have extended the route to take in a little piece of County Leitrim. In fact, we have permission from Lady Sue Kilbracken to go through the Killeshandra estate, which is a beautiful estate with natural woodlands. And we're also going through the what was the grounds of the former Missionary Sisters of the Holy Rosary. The convent is no longer there, but there is a monument there which we will pass, and that's as a tribute to them, because this year they celebrated the centenary of their foundation. And then it goes on out to all around the beautiful Kilkeen and back to Killeshandra. So it's been improved in many ways, yes.
So Joel, just somebody has just logged on and say, what are they talking about? Camino in Killeshandra. So to give us a brief synopsis of the whole thing, it's a 35k walk, and you start at what time, end at what time? What's the story?
The Camino is 35k, 35 or 35.5, and with a 20k option, which it brings you back in on the same route, but just at a shorter distance. Yes, it starts, I think the first group go at 7:30 or 8 o'clock in around that time, and then there's another group goes at 8:30 and 9 o'clock. It's just to start everyone at different stages, and not have everyone going down these lovely narrow beautiful roads all in a big bunch, like the start of the Grand National. But it's not a race, it's something to be enjoyed, and people go at their own pace. They walk and talk and chat, and to talk to people who have houses along the way, and you'll see a lot of these houses transformed. They have the hedges cut, they have the lawns, they have the lawns all mowed, and the flower beds looking great, and they love chatting to people, because they're from all over the country.
Camino feeling
yes,
that they will back
Camino.
in Spain.
Yes, yeah.
And also as well, for people now, a very important point, you have to go on to Eventmaster. Yes. To register, to get your number.
That's very important.
And you cannot rock up on the day and expect to do it.
You can't actually, because you're registered to take part in the Camino and you're juror and all. But it is important that you go into Eventmaster to get your ticket for it.
You go online and get your ticket.
Go online. We have up to 400 people taking part every year. That may be 400 plus, I'm not sure, but it's definitely 400 people, which is fantastic. And we can cater for that because there is food afterwards, and there's lots of treats on the way of local produce.
The price of the ticket to the entry price?
The entry price is €46, and that covers everything for you for on the day. You know what I mean? We have water stops, we have ice cream treats, we have the meal afterwards is amazing, and of course the hospitality in Killeshandra is worth every penny.
And these less hills and more trills.
Less hills and more trails, that's for sure.
And so on the day, organising an event of that size, Michael, is safety is very important.
It is, yes, and people are advised obviously to follow the markers pointing the direction and to stay within the route, which is
You would like to say no deviations.
clearly marked, no deviation from the clearly marked route. And also there will be marshals at all the major junctions to direct people, whether it's for direction or to safely cross a road or whatever it is. There will be marshals at each point. There is also a possibility for people who get tired or who maybe get a foot injury or something.
You can call for help.
Yes, there is an emergency number they can call up. The sweeper van will go out and pick them up, and there is also first aid people available on site as well to take care of any minor injuries. So people are well protected.
So would you recommend it as a family day or just people who are just up for the challenge?
Well, family, it's 14 is the minimum age. Below 14 is not advised. Even supervised.
That's a good point. That's a good point
even
to make.
supervised.
So don't walk up.
Because it is a difficult walk.
Yeah,
It's
a challenge.
drumlin country. There are some hills, different terrain, but yeah, it's a great leisurely day out for grown up families. Yeah.
And everybody will get their T-shirt on the day, is that right?
You don't get a T-shirt as such, but you get lots of other treats and a really, really good 3-course or 4-course meal afterwards.
And you also get a passport, which will get stamped at various stages along the route, and then a certificate on completion also.
And where is the base? Where does everybody head back to then? Is it the Lochbawn or where is it?
To the Killeshandra Community Centre.
Community Centre in Cavan, or in Killeshandra, sorry.
And just to emphasise too, some people, not everybody walks it. There are a few really super fit guys and girls who want to run it, and it's entirely up to themselves. But it's marshalled from early morning until the last person is finished. But it starts in the community hall and finishes in the community hall in Killeshandra, which is well able to cater for 400 people, no problem.
Absolutely.
And I would also just emphasise the community nature of the event. All the funds go back into the community. Last year there were, I think, 15 different organisations, voluntary organisations in the community who benefited from the event.
Well done. And you would have seen there during our conversation there some photographs and a video of last year's Camino event. We had your folk in the studio last year and it got great views, and the feedback was a great and a very well organised Camino. So looking for the same again this year. Now there's only one thing you can't control, and what is that?
Well, we know the weather's going to be good.
So you have some control over the weather.
He has not let us down so far. So we don't expect the third year to be any different to the last two. And the people from all over Ireland, different parts of Ireland, some of them are in groups, some of them are just individuals. But a lot of people are coming in groups as well, and they go away with a really positive feeling from the Lakeland area. And they're back again, and probably telling their friends that they'll come along as well. So it's
becoming an annual event for people.
Don't worry about the weather, it's fine.
As they say in Ireland, be prepared for all weathers.
Yes, no bad weather, only bad clothes. That's it.
So absolutely, folks, that's it. It's Saturday, the 15th of June, the Killeshandra Camino. Thank you once again to Joel Carson and to Michael Reilly, committee members of the Killeshandra Camino, for coming in and telling us all about the Camino. And now everybody's going to want to do it now anyway.
Of course. Thank you, Anya.
Thank you.
Anya.
Thank you very much.